So today we're going to be talking about complicated flat roofs. And what I mean by that are flat roofs with raised areas, and just like this one, this is a very complicated flat roof. It has internal ductwork, it has external ductwork, it has fan housings, mechanical units, satellite dishes, chimneys, pipes, and drains. This is considered a complicated flat roof, and where the Toughroof system shines is these complicated roofs. The reason being is that no matter how complicated the roof is, the finished product of a Toughroof is seamless. Now, if you compare that to modified bitumens or single-ply membranes, whenever you have any objects on the roof, the more objects on the roof or the more things to go around, the more seams you have in a seamed roofing system. Well, our roof is seamless. So from one end of the roof to the other end, you're not going to have any seams in the finished product. So I'm going to take you through this job. I'm going to show you all the different objects that we go around and how we go about it. Then I'm going to show you the finished product of asphalt, the finished flood coat before the white coating, and then I'll show you the difference between a black asphalt roof and our Durox TO coat white elastomeric coating when we put it on the top of this roof. So let's go take a look at that now. So here we have some internal duct work. You can see it lifts up here. Inside this box is duct work that goes all through the building. The spiders all over this building here, and it feeds cool or hot air to the inside of the building. And what we have to do is remove this metal, then this roofing system, the old roofing system comes off, and then I'm going to show you how we install insulation all over this box and then the Toughroof system on top of that. So here we have the internal ducting here that I was showing you earlier, taken off the metal, stripped off the old roof around it, and now we're putting the new roof. We have insulation around this internal ducting to keep the ducts cool or warm, whatever air is going through them. So we put the insulation, another level of insulation goes on top. This is a kind of an open view while it's being worked on, but here's at roof level, the roof comes up very high, and this is seamless. There are no seams here between the roof and the flashing detail of the membrane. So we bring it up here, and then what we'll do is put insulation on the top of this, then we'll bring the membrane down over top of that. So let's take a look at the finished product with the insulation installed and the membrane brought back down over top. So here's this same box here, but the roof has been completed. So what we've done is we've taken the insulation that you just had seen on the sides, we put it on the top. We then put the hot asphalt Toughroof system up and over this box area, and then we've coated the box with Durox TO coat white coating here. So this is the finished product of internal duct work that's been roof removal, insulation installation, and then Toughroof seamless hot asphalt roof system, and then Durox TO coat. As you can see, this entire area doesn't have any seams. So here we have the drain area. You can see the insulation around it. What we've done is this is 3.5-inch thick insulation. We then drop it down to just the wood fibered insulation, which is the 1/2-inch insulation, right around the drain hole. And what that does is the drain area is now lower. A lot of roofers don't do that. They just put it at insulation level. Well, when you sump the drain, which means drop it down, the water automatically and naturally runs to the drain. It makes the roof drain a lot better if you sump your drains, and we always sump the drains. So let's take a look at after the drain's been installed with hot asphalt and polyester. So here's the finished product on a drain install here. As you can see, that what I showed you with the insulation drops down to the drain here. So now the water wants to be pulled to the drain. We always sump our drains on every roof. It really helps with water drainage. Instead of leaving them at the insulation level, we sump them down into a hole. It really pulls the water to them. So there's the finished product before we put the cap on to strain the leaves, and we put the white elastomeric coating all over this roof. That's what it looks like. So here is that drain sumped area, which means that we've put the drain down lower than the existing roof around it. You can actually see the ramp down there and down here to the drain. And again, what that does is pull the water to the drain. This is the finished product with the Toughroof system and the TO coat white elastomeric coating applied to the top of it here. So here's another challenging area. We have interior duct work right here. You can see this box runs the length of the roof. Then we have a raised area. We have another area here where it has interior ductwork, and that's the great thing about the polyester. It's so supple when you add hot asphalt to it, very workable, so you can put it up and over this ductwork here. This is why it looks black, as we've applied the hot asphalt, installed the Polera reinforcement over the ductwork here. It's going to be coated white very soon, and I'll show you what it looks like after, but right now it's black. The final flood coat has been put over top of these boxes, but as you can see, Polera is very workable. The polyester is very workable. You can get it up and right over top of curbs like this. And that's why we love polyester, because when it comes to a difficult roof like this, it actually makes difficult roofs easy, because it's very easy to work with, to put up and over boxes like this. So let's take a look at this area after it's been coated white. So here you can see the difference in this section between black and white. This is teal coat white elastomeric roof coating that we've applied to our Toughroof system. This is the sunscreen that reflects the sun's rays, but you can see there's quite a difference when you look between it when the asphalt is applied and then the white coating is applied. So as you can see, these complicated flat roofs are no match for our Toughroof hot asphalt seamless flat roofing system. If it's up and over ductwork, underneath ductwork, around air conditioners, chimneys, skylights, satellite dishes, you name it, we can go around it and make a seamless roof system. So from that end of the building all the way to that end, no matter how complicated this roof gets, our system is seamless. And seamless is a really big deal, because on other roof systems, when you get complicated things like this, that means you're going to get more seams in the roofing material. The more seams you have, the more chances Mother Nature is going to take to punch water underneath those seams, be it wind-driven rain, water pressure on the roof system, or ice. Mother Nature's always constantly trying to get into these buildings. With a Toughroof, she has a really hard time getting in. Pretty much impossible. Now with the teal coat white elastomeric coating on the top of this roof, this is also the brightest white roof you can buy in the industry today. And what it does is it conserves energy for the machines that are working on the roof, cooling and heating the building, and also it doesn't affect our urban heat island, in fact, in a negative way. It's all positive. What it does is it takes a chunk out of the heat bubble we have around this city instead of putting heat into the bubble. Let's coat these entire city with these white roofs, and we can take away that urban heat island effect in the summertime by just choosing these white coated roofs. So give us a call. We'd like to price your project with one of these teal coated Toughroof seamless roof systems.